Luis, thanks for your time. Uh, Congratulations on your assist the other day.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Have you had a goalkeeper assist before?
Yeah, I think this was my second one. My first one was at Red Bull 2 with New York back in 21 against Montreal. I think it was a 1-0. We won that game. So yeah, I think I got a thing for assisting at Red Bull.
I wanted to ask you from your point of view in the back, how did the team style and approach change when Benteke went out with the injury? How did you see the approach after he left the game?
Yeah, no, it's definitely it's an important piece to the team, not just attacking wise, but also defending and winning duels for us up front and set pieces as well. So obviously it was a big hit to our team, but I think the group responded well, and obviously Baji came in and did his thing, and he did really really well, kept the ball for us, and we grinded it out the entire 90, but certainly a piece that we'll miss, hopefully not for long.
Next, we'll go to Dave Johnson.
Hi, Luis. Thanks for your time. Again, on that wonderful assist to Beglo, can you just take us through, because he's a special player with special talent, so you probably know that if you put it in his direction, maybe you didn't know something like that would happen, but he can create and unlock defenses.
Certainly, he's a special player. He gets paid to come up with these plays, and to be honest, I didn't even notice until we got in the locker room that I had gotten the assist on the stat sheet, just because you're playing the game and obviously you score, but you got to focus on what's next, and not conceding in the next 5-10 minutes. And so when I walk into the locker room, they tell me that I got the assist, and I'm like, that's great, but at that point Pelo had scored the first goal, and also the beauty of a second goal. So I think we were ecstatic for him, and also happy, but at the same time we knew we had another 45 plus minutes to go in a really tough environment.
Obviously, you practice in training sessions, but what has it been like to be in your role now and to work with your defense, meaning the whole team, defensively in game situations? What are you noticing as you go from strength to strength the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think that obviously if I didn't have the experience that I have now, I believe it would have been more difficult for me to kind of get used to the playing and whatnot, the catch rhythm. But I think I've been in the league for 6-7 years now, and I think it was just a matter of come game time, just adjusting a few things, just because I've also been training with these guys for 4 or 5 months now, and I think I got a pretty good understanding of how they like to play, and it was just a matter of getting out there and executing.
Next, we'll go to Jose Humana in person.
For the upcoming game against Philly ranks in the upper half of the league in terms of attack and goal scored. What have you guys seen thus far in terms of video preparing for this match, of what you've seen in Philly's attack and what you guys will need to do to stop them this weekend?
Yeah, I think Philly are are a tough team to beat, no matter if they're home or away. I think that we have to like Red Bull, go there and over come out with, be the team with the most intensity out there, and win our duels, which that was a big part of being Red Bull. Win our duels and play hard, defend well, and obviously, we'll rely on the magic of Peglo as well, and Baji, the guys up front. We'll rely on them to do their job up front, and obviously in the back, we'll try to keep them at bay.
And when it comes to you starting, you started the last couple games. What's been the conversation like with you and the coaching staff about keeping you as a starter long term, or is it still game by game?
Well, there hasn't really been a conversation, but it's one of those things where, I got the opportunity and I got to show well, and regardless if there was a conversation or not, I think that it's my duty to do the best job possible while I'm in there. But obviously, personally, I could tell you right now that I've been waiting for a long time for this opportunity. It's one of those things that kind of everything aligned itself perfectly for me in this moment, and I'm ready to step in and do or play a big role in this team, in this organization.
Thanks for speaking with us. I just want to ask, breaking before a 4-game losing streak, what's the team morale looking like going into a game against Philadelphia on Saturday?
Good, man. We really needed that win against Red Bull, and I think it really gave the guys a boost of confidence, and obviously, I guess sort of call it relief, but it's an away win, which shows us that we can go away in battle against these tough opponents, which only gives us again the confidence to go to Philly on Saturday and bring back a win, and going forward gives us the confidence to be a tough team to play at home and win games.
Ron, back to Zoom.
Yeah. Next, we'll go to Bruce Murray.
Hey, Luis, congratulations on the big win.
Thank you.
I know you're a veteran, you've been in the league a long time, but is there a few butterflies when you come in at first and you're trying to get this position, and then does it help out? What are the roles of monster communicators like Kyle Rolls and Lucas Bartlett?
Right. No, I think these guys are guys that really high energy, high intensity, and I do believe that we have a group that's a group that has a lot of those guys around. I myself pretty intense when it comes to game time and organizing, communicating, motivating the guys in front of us, and just kind of giving them verbal pats on the back and keep going, whether things are going good, whether things are going bad. I think that we have the experience, we have the poise to weather through tough moments in the game, and that's a testament to the experience and the level that Lucas and Kai, Lucas McNaughton and Aaron and Schnegg have, and obviously you add me to the mix, and obviously you have a back six that are constantly barking to the guys in front of us. So yeah.
Great, thanks.
Next, we'll go to Dennis Gomez.
Luis, gracias por tu tiempo y felicidades por la asistencia de este pasado sábado. Te quería preguntar, un minuto como casi al final del partido, hay un tiro de esquina que vos casi, sacás la pelota, le quitas la pelota de las piernas al jugador de Red Bull para anotar. Contanos qué pasaba por tu mente en ese momento.
Nada, fue un momento que la verdad, un momento que te puede cambiar el partido. Claro que creo que de afuera se ve un poco aparatoso, pero obvio uno, más bien yo en ese momento trato de quitar la pelota como sea de encima, y tengo la fortuna de que me queda la pelota enfrente y me caigo encima de ella. Entonces, una vez que tengo la pelota, pues cierto alivio, ¿no? Porque se acaba la jugada y tengo la pelota yo. Pero sí, son jugadas que al momento uno tiene que resolver y bueno, tuve la fortuna de hacerme con la pelota y bueno, al final obtuvimos el resultado.
Y una última, ¿qué le dice el profe para afrontar el partido este fin de semana y cuáles son unas cosas de las que hicieron el sábado que te gustaría que continuaran haciendo?
Bueno, no, de Philly hablamos que son igual un equipo fuerte, agresivo, fuerte, muy fuerte al mano a mano y que tiran muchos, muchos hombres al frente. Entonces, creo que nosotros al saber eso, obviamente tenemos que hacer un partido similar al de Red Bull, defendernos y bueno, cuidar lo más que se pueda la pelota y bueno, esperar que nuestros jugadores enfrente, ya sea Joao, ya sea Gabriel, Baggi, nos ayuden con un par de goles y bueno, una vez que eso suceda, atrás nos toca defender y bueno, traer un resultado favorable a casa.
Gracias, Luis. Buena suerte.
Gracias.
Thank you, Luis, and we have one more in person.
I have one. So I have the privilege of seeing you guys behind the scenes, and I've been with you since preseason. And one thing I've observed is how good the energy is among the goalkeeping core. You know, I see over in training, you, June, Jordan get along really well. In addition to Cody, and even throwing Jisung into the mix as well. Can you speak a little bit about the dynamic and the support system within the goalkeeper compartment?
Yeah, man. I think I think the goalkeeping core is a fundamental part of a team, and not just the one that's starting, but also having two other guys that are pushing and giving that level in training, because it's not just obviously the guy that has a job is obviously getting the minutes, but it's the guys doing the work behind the scenes, which I have done in years past, that are pushing them, number one, helping him do good in the weekend, and that helps the bigger picture in the end. So I think I believe we have that here in DC, and I'm sure that's going to be a testament to our future success.
And I know obviously you played with Cody Mizell as well, and now there's this new dynamic where he's your coach. Is that kind of a continuation of what you guys built in New York? And can you kind of speak on Cody Mizell as a goalkeeper coach?
Yeah, man. I guess again from the outside looking in, it's a bit weird, but from my time being in New York with him, I think I looked at him as someone that took his job very, very seriously. He was definitely the first one in the facility every day. I don't know what time that was, maybe 4 a.m. I don't know, but by the time the majority of guys got to the facility, he was already done with his lift and with a big energy. So I think me knowing that about him, I had no doubt that him now being my coach wouldn't be a problem, because I knew that anything that he does or anything that he did or will do was going to be to the highest of levels. So yeah, I'm happy.